for the CME Group. I'm Eric Wolfman Wilkinson. Let's get in the zone, the cash money zone. Well, meddling with Mackie this morning on Yahoo Finance. Yahoo was talking about the gold trade. Gold has seen a spike since basically we're trading at levels that we haven't seen since like April or May. We're trading above this 1666 level I talked to Mackie about. That's going to act as support there. Anything above that, we got the bulls in control now. We're trading up around 1670. Basically, we're going to be looking at that 1700 here in the near future as far as I can see 1604 or 1704 is my next resistance area as we get up here. There's going to be a couple minor ones, one around 1682, but for the most part, that 1704 is my target. Now, let's talk about some oil. We've got this Hurricane Isaac coming in, traveling across the same path Katrina did. Well, you would think that because we're shutting down the Gulf platforms out there, and we're cutting back on production right now because of this pending hurricane coming through the Gulf, that this would send prices higher, which it did overnight, and we traded up to that 1770 area, 9770 area that I talked about so much. That's where the volume has been spiked at. That's where we're going to see a huge amount of resistance on the upside. 97.70 we saw this morning, traded up 97.72. And then what happened? Well, the U.S. came out and rumors started flying that they were going to release the strategic oil reserves. So $3 drop in about 15 minutes sent us tumbling down. It also caused basically the grain markets to pull off a little bit too, and the corn. Corn's traded down around below the 808 mark, which is a huge support resistance level. $8 is our macro point of control. I really don't see it going down that far. One other thing was we saw the Pro Farm Tour came out with its final results, and as I had said that Indiana was now going to see 113 bushels per acre. They've lowered that to 101. Still a stretch from what I'm hearing, getting above 100, but that's what they came up with, and it was lowered. Now, all in all, on the national average, it looks like we're going to get about 120 bushels per acre, which is going to equate to 10.5 billion total bushels of corn. Now, that's still well below what our demand is. Now, if you look at the University of Illinois, what they decided, if we were going to come back with this $120 bushels per acre on a national average, should send corn prices to about $9. That we're seeing a bit of a pullback right now, but because there is such a slump in the supply of this corn, we are not going to be able to reach the demand. Therefore, that level is at $9. So stay tuned on that. Once we see a little bit of this selling pressure done through the oil, then I think you're going to start seeing these grain prices, especially corn, start to migrate back up. All right? If you can't take that, take it easy.